The atmosphere at the Jacksons' house on Havenhurst was holiday-like, with people telephoning from across the country to rave about Michael. The house swarming with people, relatives, CBS, and Motown executives. Neighbors and even fans, as members of the family repeatedly ran a videotape of Michael's exciting performance. You gotta see this one more time, Joseph, the proud father told everyone who came by. I never seen anything like it. Just look at this kid. Joseph may have not realized it, but video players all over the country were in overdrive as well. With his appearance on Motown 25, Michael accomplished two things. He confirmed for lime- lifelong fans that yes, he was the amazing talent they had always revered. Also, through the Maya television, he reached millions of viewers who had never experienced him as a performer. Only on two other occasions, the first national television performance appearances of Elvis Presley and the Beatles, both on an Ed Sullivan show, has television so handily delivered pop music superstardom. However, Michael Jackson's was quite possibly the single most captivating pop music performance in television history. The singing and dancing, be it had just hit number one 2 weeks earlier. It was Michael Jackson's world, and all the other Jacksons were just living in it. Even the dance greats such as Fred Astaire were impressed by Michael's prowess. The day after the special aired, Fred telephoned Hermes Pan, the legendary choreographer and Oscar winner, who taught Fred and Ginger Rogers the most memorable dance steps and who was his neighbor in Beverly Hills. He had told them to come by as soon as possible. When Hermes arrived, Fred put on a videotape of the performance. Just wait till you see this. Then the two pros watched in awe as the new kid on the block wowed America. Fred, never one to give light praise to another male dancers, was knocked out by Michael. We agreed that we must call Michael immediately, Hermes Pan told me. Somehow Fred tracked me down. He told him that he was one hell of a dancer, a great mover, he said. You really put them in their butts last night. You're an angry dancer. I'm the same way. I got on the line to say hello, and this whisper of a voice answered me. I was surprised, actually, that a person who dances with such anger would have such a soft voice. I told him how much I enjoyed his work, and he was very gracious, very excited to hear from us. For a moment, I believed he thought it was a practical joke. I liked him right away because he seemed so unaffected by show business and also starstruck. He really could not believe that Fred Astaire had called him. Michael would say later that Fred's compliment meant more to him than any he had ever received. Michael's voice teacher, Seth Riggs, recalled that Michael was eating breakfast when Astaire called and he became so excited he actually got sick and couldn't finish his meal. Later, Fred invited Michael to his home so that he could teach him and Herms how to moonwalk. Soon after that, Gene Kelly also visited Michael and Chino to talk shop. He knows when to stop and then flash out like a ball of lightning, G would say of Michael, who had, it seemed, joined a new brotherhood of dance. He's clean, neat, fast, with a sensationally that comes through. Bob Foss would say of Michael after Motown 25 was broadcast, it never it's never the steps that are important, it's the style. The moonwalk dance movement was taught to Michael by one of the former dancers on a popular American television program called Soul Train. The steps have been around for about 3 years when he saw the routine for the first time. While watching the show, Michael simply had to learn it. One Reznor put him in touch with 16-year-old Jerry candidate who went by the stage name of Casper, the kid who actually invented the move. I saw something you guys did on Soul Train, Michael told Casper, where it looks like you're going backward and forward at the same time. That's called the backslide. Casper exclaimed. That's amazing, Michael exclaimed. Can you teach me to do that? Casper was so stunned he could barely answer yes. The next day, Casper and his dance partner, Coley Jackson, met Michael at a rehearsal studio in Los Angeles. To the music of the Pop Along Kid by the group Shalimar, Coley proceeded to demonstrate a version of the backslide which was more like pushing in place rather than walking backward. It wasn't that Michael wanted. Then Casper demonstrated the slide where it appears the dancer is walking backward and forward at the same time. Michael leaped into the air. Yes, that's it. That's the one I want to learn. When Casper sat down, Michael grabbed at his shoes to examine their soles. What do you have on the bottom of your shoes? Michael wanted to know. You got wheels under there, don't you? That's how you do that step, isn't it? Casper explained that there were no special shoes or wheels involved. It was just a cleverly executed dance step. With the help of a chair, Casper began to teach it to Michael. For this practice session, Michael grabbed onto the chair back and executed the step in place repeatedly in an effort to become accustomed by the foot movement. He learned the basic concept in about an hour, Casper remembered. He was recovered a little bit, but he had it down. A couple of days later, Casper had another session with Michael. He still wasn't at ease with it, Casper recalled, whereas I made it look so natural, like I was working on air. He was stiff. It bugged him. I can't do this in front of people unless I can do it right, he kept saying. After those rehearsals, Michael went on tour with his brothers. I wanted to see the show in Los Angeles, and he didn't do the step, Casper said. I was surprised. When I went backstage and asked him about it, he said he just didn't feel ready yet. He didn't feel he knew it. Casper was home watching Motown 25 like millions of others when he saw Michael do the step for the first time in front of an audience. I couldn't believe it, he remembered. My heart started pounding. I flew right out of my chair and screamed out, yeah, he did it. He finally did. I'm the guy who taught him to him. It's not the moonwalk, though, he explained. It's the backslide. The moonwalk is when you do this step in a complete circle. But somehow the step Michael did on TV became known as the moonwalk instead of the backslide. Instead, the moonwalk or backslide soon became Michael's signature dance step. His Motown 25 performance was nominated for an Emmy, and the program itself won one. For teaching it to him, Casper was paid just thousands of dollars. That's how much I asked for, he said, laughing. I was 16. To me, that was good money. I would have done it for free, to tell you the truth. How was I supposed to know it would become Michael Jackson's trademark?